What's up, and welcome to the Conjecturing Podcast. I'm your host, Laura, and joining me tonight, we've got Rob
Hey, what's up, everybody?
and Greg.
Hey, what's going
Greg,
on?
you coming back from a swim, Greg? What do you got going on
Yeah, you
there?
look like.
Coming back from a swim, or am I still
Oh, you're in the water right
Oh,
now.
swimming?
Whoa. Without your
Yeah.
goggles on. You're not going to put those goggles on, man.
No, they're a little too small for me. They're my kids' goggles.
we all
I
had the same idea,
yeah,
too.
I thought about putting on my kids like big goggles, the one that cover your nose, but I knew
Oh
once
my
I took it
God.
off, I was gonna have a ring around my face the whole episode. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna look like that. No
Dude,
way.
this
Yeah.
is your problem. You're too worried about how you're
I
gonna look. You just gotta
know,
have to have
that's
like
true.
no shame and be like
I
me.
know, right? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
I
Like
yeah.
I'd
love
wear,
it.
I would draw a ring with like a marker make it look like I was wearing a mask.
That's funny, man. That's funny. Yeah. So what are we doing, Laura? What is it?
We're doing 1975's Jaws. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm like
It's
I'm
funny
shocked
that
how
we
old this
haven't
movie
done
is.
this. Yeah. Oh, and
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, just like my background here, I picked it because it's like the 50th anniversary just passed.
Yeah.
Like
Is it?
it's
Was
been
last year.
50 fucking years since this movie came out.
Jeez.
I don't
Yeah.
know why. I feel like I'm younger than I am. Like I feel like I'm not that old. I'm the baby of the pod. Like
hmm
it's crazy, you know?
That is insane
It's
because like if you
crazy.
think about it, even the little babies, the infants that you see on the beach are like older than us right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
Yeah.
you guys, I'm still, pretty young, so yeah, yeah. But
Were
like
you
you
born
said,
in
Laura,
75, Rob? Just kidding.
yeah, some people say I was born in the fucking '60s. Shit, yeah. But yeah, like you were saying, Laura, the fact that we haven't done this movie, I was super surprised. I messaged you guys in Discord, being like, "Hey guys, have we ever done Jaws?" Sometimes I forget we've
Yeah.
done almost 200 episodes or something like that now, back in the old podcast feed. And you were like, I don't think so. And I'm like, holy shit, it's like easily a top 10 horror movie of all time.
I
How have we
know.
not
It's a
done it?
classic. And
Yeah,
but we did the trailer reaction. We
that's
did
why.
do that when we used to do
Yeah,
trailers. Yeah.
You
yeah, we
guys,
did.
we did short circuit. We have more important fish to fry
I
on our
know we've done the
podcast.
weirdest shit, but not Jaws.
Yeah, I think those were
And
mostly my
not
picks
that,
back in the day. I was picking some weird shit.
I mean, not that Spielberg is like known for horror necessarily at all, but we also have never done a Spielberg movie.
Oh,
I
we did.
know.
We did War of the
Oh, we did.
We
Worlds.
did do War of the Worlds, yeah, back in the day.
Oh,
So this is
Yeah,
technically
right.
the
Okay.
second.
This is our second. But
yeah.
still, I
But still,
mean,
yeah.
how
Hmm.
many? I mean, I know we have
Yeah.
less than 200 episodes, but we're getting close to that
We're getting
200
close.
mark.
We're getting
Yeah,
close to the
And
200
the
that's
mark.
kind of
fact that we've
surprising.
only done two Spielberg
I
Yeah,
movies
and
know.
is
he's
crazy.
like, yeah, the
Hmm.
most
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It was like our whole childhood.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
pretty
this
much.
this again was a poll I put up, with like four movies, and we just last time did Old Boy. This was the second one that won the poll, was Jaws. Everybody said due to Jaws, so
Yeah.
that's why we're doing this. So there you go. Yeah,
Yay.
you're welcome, people.
perfect time for, we've got summer coming up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect
This is a
exactly.
time.
this is a great time to get afraid of the water.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
hmm
Okay, so I don't think I've told you this, but sharks are literally my number one fear in the world.
Really?
Really?
Number
Whoa.
one,
Huh.
like, and
Did
it's not
not
even
know
it's
that.
not even close. Like, give me a black mamba, and it's like, okay, that's fine.
Hmm.
Give me like a brown
No.
recluse.
Oh, Greg,
Sharks, hell no.
you are
Wow.
ridiculous. I'm
Interesting. Hmm. Did you
how?
not go on the water a lot as like a kid in general?
No, because I think part of it because I saw Jaws as a young kid,
Hmm.
and that there's a few scenes in there that traumatized me. But I think I've
Wow.
I've been able to pinpoint, I think, what caused my original phobia of like the deep ocean and sharks. It is actually the old Adam West Batman movies where there's a scene where he's like climbing down from like a ladder in his like bat helicopter, and he's getting really close to the ocean surface, and the moment that he does, a shark comes out and
Shark
like
jumps up.
bites him.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
I was a little I
gosh.
was a little kid, and when I saw that, I immediately translated that into my mind as everywhere you go in the ocean, every square foot, there's a shark ready to
Waiting to
just
jump up.
snatch you. And like I held on to that until I watched
Wow.
Jaws, and that made it worse, obviously.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't like open water. Like, I don't
Yeah.
like not being able to see what's down, whether it's even like a lake. Even like a lake on, like, if I'm standing on the pier, like, I don't want to jump into like the water from a pier. Like, 'cause I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck is down there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And also, like, we grew up with a swimming pool, and like we would go swimming all the time, but there would be a lot of moments where like I would be in the pool like by myself in the shallow end, and I would be afraid to turn around, and I would just see a shark in the deep end. Like
Yes.
Oh my
it was a
gosh.
constant
You never
Oh,
fear
thought
I
that, Laura?
had.
no.
I felt
Not
that
in a
too.
pool.
Yeah.
Well,
Really?
Yeah.
especially when,
I mean,
when
it's
you're by
ridiculous, but
yourself. When
yeah.
you're by yourself, like you start to feel like you're alone in the ocean. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. You have some
Mm.
facts, Laura?
Yeah, I got some facts. So, yeah, 1975, directed by Spielberg. This movie stars Roy Scheider. He plays Police Chief Brody, and Robert Shaw plays Quint, and then Richard Dreyfuss plays Hooper. And I feel like
Oh, it's
was
like a
this
baby.
Richard? I know this wasn't Dreyfuss's first movie, but
This
I
was
feel
like
like
his
this is the one that put
second.
him on the map, right?
Yeah,
Like
this was
this
like
is
his
what did
second
it.
movie. It's
Yeah.
like like I was telling these guys, like I watched this movie on my double VHS I have of Jaws. It came out in the anniversary edition, and the second VHS is like special features, and then Richard Dreyfuss talks about. I forget Spielberg saw him in some movie. I forget he had like a small role, and then he offered him the role in this movie to come be it, and he was like, "I have to do it."
Was it
Like
Close Encounters of
no,
the
Close
Third?
Encounters was after this because
Oh, okay.
That's Spielberg taking him again to do Close Encounters.
Yeah.
This was the first time he did. I think this was like his second movie, definitely his first
Wow.
lead movie.
That's
And
crazy.
he's
He's
great in this.
prolific in this. That's
Yeah,
crazy
he's
for
so
like
good.
a second
Yeah,
appearance.
so it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did read that. I mean, this was based off of a story that already existed, like a book or short story, or I forget. But I guess Hooper's character is very different in the book or the
Mhm.
story. And so Spielberg like changed the character to fit like Richard Dreyfuss so it is
Yeah.
very different apparently from the original
I think
character.
there's
Sometimes
a
you have to do
lot.
that.
There's a lot different. It's funny because like the person that wrote the original book, it's called Jaws. Also, I think it's Peter Brentley, I believe is his name.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
He's also he wrote the movie. He wrote this movie.
Yeah.
He's the writer. He's actually in the movie too. He's
Who
the
is he?
Oh, is he?
he's the news reporter guy on the beach that's like talking and being like, "This was once a
Oh.
safe haven, and now it's like blood in the water." That's him.
That's
he,
cool.
Well, that's a
like,
great
He did a
cameo.
cool cameo.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna say he was
So-
the shark. You know, he
Yeah.
The shark.
You like put me in the water. Yeah. That's my dream, you know. Yeah.
So this movie had a $9 million budget, which actually for 1975 was a lot. I
Wow.
feel
Yeah.
like
Huh.
made 495 million at the box office.
Wow.
Oh
It's
my
crazy.
God. In
Yeah,
Yeah.
in $1975?
Yeah.
I literally
That's
just
insane.
saw today on social media that Obsession, which came out, I think by this time we're dropping this episode, it'll be a couple weeks ago. Obsession just broke the record of Jaws of like lowest budget to highest gross.
Well,
Oh,
already.
wow.
And
ROI
it's been
basically.
Jaws. It's been Jaws this whole time for 50 years, and Obsession
Dang.
just broke the record of like most like turnaround money in the first like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something like that,
Dang.
which is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
That is
then the one thing that I have to mention, I'm sure we'll talk about it more, but this score, I mean, composed by
yeah.
John
John
Williams,
Williams, yeah.
which like John Williams, Jaws, Star Wars, E.T.,
Yeah.
Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park. I think the first three Harry Potters I read. I mean, just
yeah,
crazy.
he does everything. Yeah. Hmm.
So good. And the movie probably would not be
No, it
what it
doesn't.
is without it.
Yeah, it doesn't
Nope.
without it. I would say this
No.
movie is easily like 60% like score and audio than
Yeah.
40% like visuals. Because a lot of this
Right.
movie you're actually not seeing the shark.
don't
It's
see the
all-
shark.
It's
Yeah.
all music and tone and like this and that.
Which
So,
I'm happy
yeah.
about. I think it's
Oh,
better.
100%.
to not
100%.
see. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, can you guys imagine if it was just like a shark just biting through everybody? Like the camera would be underwater, you could see it just from A to Z. That would be
No,
the
we don't
worst.
want to
We
know
don't
where
want
it's
that.
at. Yeah.
Exactly. But we always
Dang.
say on this pod, like the unseen is always creepier than the seen. It's
way scarier.
Whether it's like the original Thing movie, like so many ones, like where you don't see something for the longest time is actually creepier. But it does
Yeah.
work. Like we're gonna get into the movie right now of like having a horrific opening to start. Because that
Right.
really sets you into
Sets
like
the
what's
tone,
the
yeah.
worst thing that can happen, so you can like
Yeah.
slow burn it. So
I think people underestimate how much work your subconscious is doing. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's why it's like when you don't know like what's under the water, like I definitely felt this like watching this movie, and it's been years, right? Obviously, because I freaking hate sharks, but I'd be like watching the scene and I could almost sense like my subconscious like thinking about a couple of scenes ago
Mm.
and like wondering where the shark is. And I go, like, there's something happening in the background. And it's because they're not like spoon feeding it to you
Yeah.
the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
really appreciate that.
Yeah. So we
All
ready to
right.
get into it, Laura?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's do
So
it.
Jaws opens up. Well, it opens up with the iconic music. You know, we get the
Mm-hmm.
music right away, which is great. But the first scene is it's a bunch of like teenagers or I don't know, like 19
Yeah.
year
Like
olds,
teens.
and
Mm-hmm.
they're at a bonfire.
Mm-hmm.
They're on the beach. This is a beach town at a bonfire, and they're drinking. Kids are all drunk, and these two kids, girl and a boy, they decide that they're going to go night drunk swimming because of course, right, this is what
Mm-hmm.
these kids do.
Yeah.
And so the girl's all about it. She goes running out there, she's naked, she's
I know you
super
get some
excited.
good like side boob going right away. I was like, oh dang, all
Oh,
right,
God.
hello. You know,
I don't even notice. Oh
you
my
didn't even
God.
notice? Wow, I was like
No.
zooming in. I paused my VHS and I was like, oh hello, okay, all right.
Wasn't it all blurry when you paused it?
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
was.
It was
Like,
probably
I
blurry.
should have got the
It was like
DVD.
a pixelated nipple. I was like, damn it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so she's like, you know, she's super into it. She's out there
Mhm.
swimming, and the guy is like too drunk to function
Yeah.
and is like trying to chase after
Mhm.
her, but never makes it in the
Yeah.
water.
Mhm.
And she gets attacked and
Yeah.
eaten really by a shark while her drunk boyfriend is like sleeping on the beach.
Yeah, yeah. And it's
Yeah,
pretty
like
like
he's screaming bloody murder. He just
Yeah.
can't even
He's
hear.
passed out.
it's
Yeah.
really well done, like showing her like just bobbing there and like being jerked down reaction,
Yeah.
and then it's like the back and forth, her screaming, and it's really cool too because it's like no blood. Like they're not showing blood
Yeah.
yet, which I think is like really
Yeah.
interesting, just to like give you that fear right away without being gory itself, which I think is cool.
Right.
And it's like it's
Yeah.
what they don't show you. I think that's super effective. Like after she gets sucked underneath the water and she doesn't come back up, it's just you hear it's just dead silence, and then you
Yeah.
kind of hear that the ringing of the buoy in the background. Like it's just
Yeah.
so unnerving. Like and
Yeah.
it's like you said, they don't even like show it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
good opening.
But I gotta ask you guys, okay, what the hell is she doing way out there? Like, I feel like there's no, and this is gonna be my shark phobia coming out here, but there's no reason to be in the ocean past like your leg.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
where do you guys go? Does it go up to your knees? Are you ever like why are you up to your neck?
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah, I'm not
love
doing that.
the ocean, and I
Oh, wow.
I
You
don't
love
go
being
in.
insane.
Oh,
I
you
don't
wouldn't
go
do it
in.
either?
Oh, you wouldn't do it.
Well, I think just I know too much. I
Mm.
just I know too much, and I don't care how strong of a swimmer you are. I think it's just dangerous to be in that deep of ocean water. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
just got to be like super naive to like not even like be scared of
Yeah.
anything. You know what I mean? Just being like, oh, whatever.
But
you
I
know?
also don't agree with going in the ocean at night. I think I
Yeah,
wouldn't
no.
even
Even worse.
maybe to my ankles. That's it. Like I think it's a terrible
Yeah.
idea. So
Yeah, yeah. No. Yeah, we all agree. Don't do it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much less
bunch of
getting fully
California
nude.
kids telling you all, don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So
Have you
next
guys ever seen a
scene,
shark, by the way? Like swimming
Oh.
on the.
No. I mean, like in like a, of course, like
An
the
aquarium?
like aquarium.
No, I
or,
mean like being on the
yeah,
beach,
like,
and like seeing that
oh,
dorsal fin come by or anything like that.
heck
No.
No,
I've only
I've seen
like,
dolphins.
yeah,
and a
dolphin.
whale.
That's
Yeah,
about
dolphins.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
But a shark?
Yeah.
No way, dude. I would have like shat myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So then it cuts to
Yeah. We get the
Brody.
chief. We get Brody. Yeah, he's new to Amity Island, which is like off. It's like in New England, I think, coastal town, and they've just moved there. He's chief of police, and so he's waking up with his wife, and he gets a call, and you can tell that on the other end of the call, they're telling him about a girl who's been washed up and likely a shark attack. But they're like, you got to get down and see it. And so he gets down there, and it's actually pretty gruesome. It's like crabs are eating what's left of
Yeah.
her.
It looks like it's trapped in like a net too. Like a net caught it or something like
Yeah,
that. And
probably.
then all it really shows is like a forearm and like a hand. And
Yeah.
then, it's just kind of like all tore up and there's stuff on it. That's all it
You know,
really shows.
I bet you at the time. So like I'm so surprised by how far we've come with gore. When I saw this scene, the first thing I thought of was It Follows, that very first scene where she's on the beach dead. It's
Oh
so
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it's so different.
that's true.
She's
Hmm.
mangled, she's
Oh yeah.
disfigured, and it's
Oh
like it's right in your face. They would
Hmm.
never have done that back in the day. Like I think this
no.
was probably pretty pedestrian for the
That's
time.
true.
I
Yeah,
mean, well, it's
different
pedestrian for
times.
us, but like at the time,
Hmm.
it was probably pretty big.
Yeah, people probably were
Yeah.
barfing in the theater. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
they're
mean,
like,
I
"Oh my
definitely
god, a
think
wrist."
that
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that this movie really shocked 1975 for sure.
100%.
And
Yeah.
I remember reading that like even yeah, people were like freaking out in the theaters.
Oh yeah.
But then what gets me is that I keep going back to The Exorcist, which came out 2 years before this.
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm sorry, but this is like nothing compared to The
Mm.
Exorcist.
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on. This is where I would just, we've had this discussion before. This could
Have
be
we?
worse because sharks are real, right? Whereas,
Okay,
like,
yeah,
a lot of people
true.
can convince themselves, demons are fictitious.
Yeah.
Like, you go to the
Hmm.
ocean, you're going to see a shark. You're not going to see, like, Bagul,
Pazuzu. Pazuzu,
Yeah,
Pazuzu.
rather. Yeah.
because this is more likely to happen to you
Yeah. I mean,
than
a
The
possessed
Exorcist.
shark, maybe that'd be kind of cool.
Fuck.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. I'm
Crazy.
pretty sure there's that movie out there. I think it's called Amityville Jaws or something shit like that. I think.
If not, you should write it. You should definitely write it.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. That's true.
So, you know, Brody's like, we're closing the beach. There's no swimming. Like, this
Mm-hmm.
is terrible. And the mayor is immediately up his ass. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
no, you can't shut down the beach. Like, this is all of our livelihood. Like, we need people at the beach.
Yeah.
And all the townspeople like agree with him, obviously. And so, you know, they need their summer dollars, whatever.
Yeah.
And so they, even though they were like, this was like a shark attack, now they're changing their tune. They're like, well, it's probably a boating accident. She
Yeah.
probably got like stuck in the propeller.
Hmm.
So they're changing the story so that he won't shut down the beach.
Hmm.
So now everyone's back at the beach and it's very busy.
This
And
is such.
he,
Yeah, this is
oh,
such a cool, like, filmed shot scene where it's
yeah,
Brody sitting on the beach, like in a lawn chair, a
Mhm.
beach chair, and he's pretty much like looking out at the water, and then it's cutting to
hmm
what he's seeing, and it's like a woman like going to the beach, and then or going into the water, and like this couple, this boy and this teenagers like playing with each other in the water. There's a guy throwing
yeah,
a stick with a dog. There's like an old man swimming in there, and then it starts like cutting back to him like watching people. The lady's like bobbing in the water, and then
yeah,
this then what then which one happens? Oh, he sees the lady bobbing in the water, and then he sees like behind her this like dark thing coming towards her, and he starts to kind of like, oh my god, what is that? And then it
yeah,
like this old man like pops out of the water with this cap on, and so it's like a little bit of a, not a jump scare, but it's like, oh shit, what's going
It's
on?
like a fake out. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
and then like this guy comes to talk to him about fucking zoning in front of his yard or some bullshit like that. And then he's doing that, and then the two teenagers that were playing, you see the woman in the water, and she starts screaming, and so he like jumps up again, and then the boyfriend like pops up, and he's like on her, she's on his shoulders, and they're
yeah,
playing. It keeps like doing these fake scares with him of
yeah.
like, is it a shark?
He's
Is it not a
paranoid.
shark?
He's really
But
Yeah.
like
freaking out.
what's so cool, this whole damn movie is like a masterclass in filmmaking to me. And
Oh
I never
yeah.
realized that until watching this now. And everything serves a purpose. What
Hmm.
these two fake
Yeah,
outs do is it causes him to relax because his wife comes up to him and is like, see, you're just, it's like you said, Laura, you're paranoid. And he goes, he takes a breath. It's like, okay. And then he's like, people start getting into the water. He lets his
yeah,
kids go. And like, it lowers his guard. And I think from here, he learns like not to ever lower his guard again.
Hmm.
And,
yeah,
and it's just, it's great because of what happens next, obviously.
Laura, you want to take
yeah.
what happens next?
Well, what happens next is a young boy, I mean, probably like 10 years old, is out on a
Hmm.
raft and the shark comes and takes him down and eats him.
Yeah, I forget. Is this the first scene where we get under the water of it coming to his legs, and we get the first like da na 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 na? We get the
Yeah.
first tune, right, of the
Yeah.
iconic
Right.
Jaws score, right? It's the first time we hear it.
Two notes. That's it.
Yeah, two notes, yeah. And I was trying to like, 'cause, like, I watched this on my VHS, so it was kind of blurry. I was trying to tell what you can see in this moment, because you see the kid on the raft, and then all I could see was like something kind of come up, and then it's like wrestling. I couldn't tell
Yeah.
if they actually showed like the shark come out of it. I couldn't see exactly.
No,
So
Not
it
really.
was
they
the same,
don't
but just
yet.
it was just like a
Yeah.
dark mass, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a dark mass comes up and like you see like whatever, like shuffling going on, and then it cuts to like red in the water.
Yeah, it's
Right?
like an
Yeah.
explosion of blood
Yeah.
that pops
Oh
in.
man.
So
I
something
know.
powerful.
Yeah, yeah, definitely more gruesome than the opening, which we just saw the woman getting pulled around and pulled
Right.
under. This one, we actually get the first like blood in the
Yeah.
water, and then people start freaking out on the
Oh
beach.
yeah. People are
Yeah,
running out. Yeah, it's terrible. And
hmm
like his raft is all chewed up and bloody.
yeah,
And you get that first shot too of underwater, and they do this multiple times of like people's legs dangling,
hmm
and it's like they're putting you behind the eyes of the shark.
hmm
But
Yes.
like, I think a lot of this movie is like projecting yourselves onto the victims. Like you're
hmm
wondering what you and like when I see this again, my phobia is coming up. I just think of like you have no control of what's going on underneath you. You
yeah.
can't see it, and it's like this just freaks me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because like you said, the raft like washes up and it's all red and bloody, but there's also like a bite taken out of the side of it. Like it
Hmm.
looks like teeth, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, yeah, and then
Yeah.
like everybody's out of the water, and then again it goes to like a really quiet shot of just like you hear the waves like coming in, and then
Hmm.
it cuts to like the mom of the kid
Oh
like
my
calling the
God.
name and
Oh,
looking around, and you realize like, oh shit, like yeah, that's her kid, like it's a great just use of like the music to like quiet and like no sound in these moments so you really like feel it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's total chaos. Like the town obviously wants to figure this out. I mean, they have a bounty on the shark. They have like a
Yeah,
$3,000 bounty
I
on
think the
him.
mom like put it in the paper and everything like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
But it's like people are still they're still worried about their money and like the beach being
Yeah.
closed.
Hmm.
So um yeah, they still don't want to close the beach, even though a young kid was
Hmm.
brutally attacked and eaten by a
Yeah.
shark.
Hmm.
And so, but the chief is like, we have to. So they kind of negotiate. Well, not really. They kind of make him say, like, okay, it's just going to be a 24-hour shutdown. Like, we got
Hmm.
to figure this out in 24 hours against his
Yeah.
advice.
Hmm.
But there's this like crazy old, odd fisherman guy named Quint. And he was like, I'll do it, but I'm going to do it for $10,000 because 3,000 ain't enough to
Okay,
like
wait.
catch and kill
I have
this
to
thing.
stop you real fast. So like this like scene is like an awesome scene. The guy playing Quint, I forget you said his actual name. Man, he's so good in this movie. Like his mannerisms, the way he speaks is like so
Yeah.
freaking good. But did you guys notice the chalkboard behind him of somebody drew a shark on the chalkboard and it's
Oh,
like a
yeah.
little kid. So like I've seen this image online a lot and like
Yeah.
people make fun of it, but I wanted to know watching this like who made that? Like who drew that? Like who would do that? You know what I mean? Like it's pretty messed up. And
Maybe it
so
was
like
him.
I watched the scene, and so like when everybody is coming in the room, you can see kind of the side of the chalkboard, and it's not there. There's
Oh
nothing
my
there.
God.
So he came into the room, and fucking
Oh
as people are
no.
talking, he's drawing
Oh
the
my
shark
God.
with the fucking kid in the mouth. He did it, which I think
Oh
is freaking
man.
crazy
Well,
to me.
that's
That
definitely on brand. This dude's
it
kind of
is.
like a covert psycho.
It's
Yeah,
just it's
totally is.
so crazy to me that like I never thought about it of like who did it, and
That's
it's he
crazy.
did it.
Maybe
He
was
drew
he
it on the
Yeah.
also the
chalkboard.
one that that defaced the billboard and put the shark
I
fin with the
thought to
girl?
myself maybe it
Oh
was him.
no.
I thought so. Yeah.
Be a cool fan theory.
Yeah, but it is a cool
Yeah.
scene. Like they're all arguing, and he drags his nails on the chalkboard to like get
Oh.
attention, and that's when you have the reveal of like him back there, and like you said, Laura, he's just pretty
Yeah.
much being like, "You guys have a problem. You want your summer money? Like, I'll find the shark for 3,000, but I'll kill it for 10." You
Yeah.
know?
And okay, I just realized like why his presence is so awesome. Like, okay, I'm watching this scene, right? And the shark's involved. You know that the city wants to keep the beaches open for their economy. It's just freaking chaos in the town hall, right? And
Hmm.
I'm watching this and I'm thinking, who has the power? It's the politicians, it's the businessmen, it's the
Yeah.
tourism. And then it's literally the guy who, like the most blue collar guy in the room, who in the back, everyone because they know that he's such a badass. No, he has the power.
Hmm.
And it's like his whole thing was he basically his entrance was like Darth Vader before Darth Vader existed. Like
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
just came in and he was like literally the most interesting person in the room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He's great in this whole movie. Yeah.
Yeah. He really is.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't. they just kind of like shrug him off. I feel like in the
Yeah.
scene, they're just like, okay, whatever.
Hmm.
And meanwhile, Brody is like reading up on sharks. He's trying to learn
Yeah.
everything he can. He's
Yeah.
just, it's
This
like
isn't.
half fear and half
Yeah.
like,
This is
got to figure this
another.
out.
This is another cool thing where it's like they're not showing the gruesomeness in bites and
Hmm.
blood, but they're using pictures in this book of
Yes.
the aftermath
Yeah.
of people, like real people, probably real books,
Yeah.
to get across like what it looks like when there is a shark attack. So like you're
Yeah.
seeing like this guy looks like somebody a shark bit the side of him and it's all like
Yep.
starting to heal, but it's all messed up. This one other guy's like leg is all like chomped on and destroyed. So
Yeah.
like as like a viewer of the movie, you're like growing more fearful and more like, holy shit, this is
Hmm.
scary.
Hmm.
But they're actually not showing anything like with the shark in real life. Like they're
Yeah.
just using pictures to get that across. I thought that was
Yeah.
brilliant.
And
Super
they're
smart.
Yeah.
using Brody's. So he's a sheriff. He's not like, he doesn't know much about the ocean. And plus, we find out that he hates the ocean.
Mm.
So done any other way, this is a horrible way for provide exposition to the audience. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this is what you're dealing with. But the fact that he's like reading up on it because he has to learn about
Yeah.
sharks in
Hmm.
order
Yeah.
to understand the threat. Because he's a sheriff, he's not like a sailor. So it weaves in everything so perfectly when he's flipping through the pages and you see the
Hmm.
pictures, like you said.
Yeah.
It's
It's really
so
great.
so well done.
Yeah, and like you
And
said, it's not.
especially, oh, go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, like you say, it's not exposition either. It's not like he's talking to somebody being like, "Did you know sharks have like this bite radius?" And did you know sharks
Yeah.
can do
No,
this?
he knows
It's not
nothing.
exposition. It's just showing you pages.
Right.
So you're the one viewing it. Yeah. Sorry, Laura, what were you
Yeah.
gonna say?
I was just going to say that, like, he moved there from New York, and it's
Right.
like, and they have even scenes where you hear townspeople on the beach be like, "No, if you weren't born here, you're not an islander. Like, you just
Mm-hmm.
don't
Mm,
get it." And so
Mm-hmm.
it's very clear that he really just like does not know any of this stuff. Like, he's so
Yeah.
used to the New York
And I
life, you
think,
know.
yeah, I think on the opening scene when they're on the beach too, one of the old guys is like, "We know you. We know something about you, Sheriff. We know you don't go in the water, like whatever."
Yeah.
So it's setting that up too that he, like you said, Greg, he doesn't like the water,
Yeah.
which is like perfect
Yeah.
for this type of movie too. Like
yeah.
he already has inner turmoil himself from what's going to happen. Yeah.
Right. Scene, we see some two random men, like they think, oh, we're gonna go
These
out and
two.
bait and catch
These
this
two.
shark,
This is like
right?
me and Greg if like fucking we decided we wanted to go get a
Oh my
bounty or
God,
something. Right?
totally.
It's two
Like
morons.
Would you
Tweedledee
do
and
it for
Tweedledum out there.
you gonna
Yeah.
hunt a shark with me, Rob, for 3,000?
Yeah,
I would do
yeah.
it.
Bring your
Dude,
bring your bring your
that's probably
wife's
like
roast.
15
Yeah.
it's like that's a lot of money in
It is, yeah.
2026. Yeah, I
Oh,
would
that's
do
true.
it
That's probably like 20 grand now. Shit.
for sure.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
I get
Let's
God.
some
get a
meat.
So,
shark.
Yeah.
I mean, spoiler, like they live, they're fine, but barely. It's
Barely.
close. I mean, the shark comes and like the dock breaks and one guy is
Yeah.
fully in the water, and it's
Mhm.
just yeah,
It's
kind
just
of like an
another
anxious
cool
scene.
scene where it's like you're giving all this suspense without
Mhm.
showing the shark.
Right,
Like
right.
literally they throw this hook onto a roast and throw it in the water and then the
His wife's
freaking
holiday roast.
the chain starts going out so you know the shark has it and then it
Yeah.
breaks the pier so part of the pier goes out and then it's so cool because it's like the pier itself turns to almost look at them and it's like in your mind you're seeing a
Oh
pier
yeah.
but it's the shark turning so like
Oof.
what
Yeah.
you're seeing is like the pier is chasing him but
Yeah.
in your mind it's
Yeah.
the shark actually so it's so cool to be like when he's just looking at a pier chasing him but it's actually the shark and
Yeah.
it's so creepy yeah he like you said
And
they barely make it yeah
just the fact that like here it's the first time you realize like the shark can affect infrastructure now. It's not just
Yeah.
biting people. It's not just a fish. It's like these things
strong.
That's how big and yeah,
built
strong
in
it
piles
is.
into the
Exactly.
foundation of the ground. It's like this thing is
Yeah.
pulling that down. It's
Yeah.
insane.
yeah
Yeah, like the way they talk about, I mean, this is a great white shark. The way they talk about in this movie, I'm like, was this like a megalodon? Like what is this thing? It is massive.
Yeah.
well that's one thing too I really like about this movie is like it's not overly insane how big it is like they talk about this movie
Well,
that
they make it sound like it's
well, they talk about in the movie like Quint and was it Hopper? What is his name?
Hooper.
Hooper.
Yeah, they say like, we've seen like 17 footers, 18 footers.
Yeah.
So like them saying like, no, this is 25. It's not that much of a distance. They weren't like, this is a 75-foot, megalodon.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
believable that
plausible.
something could be this big. They didn't go crazy with it, which I like that. It's smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Well, speaking of Hooper, here he comes. He's here. He's heard about this on the radio, the news, whatever. And he's like a marine biologist, basically.
Yeah.
And he shows up and he's got all the knowledge, which is great. He's telling the chief, like, this shark is huge. It's very dangerous. And locals actually catch a shark. They catch like a tiger shark, which is a lot smaller than a great white. And so everyone's like, oh, they got it. They got the shark. And, they're like posing for photos with the photographer for the newspaper.
We got him.
I hate this scene actually, because even on like Chief Brody's face, he's smiling. His
happy.
grin is
He
so
thinks
big
it's
because
over,
he's like, thank God this is over.
Yeah.
We got it. And Hooper's like, no, that's not it, man. Like, that's not the shark. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. So he keeps putting like that seed of doubt in Brody's mind.
Yeah, there's a really cool scene. I think it might have happened right before this, where he's actually examining the remains of the first victim, the woman, and he's like looking. They don't show anything. They don't show the body, but just what he's describing, your mind is like picturing it.
Yeah.
He's like saying like there's no organs. Like it's literally just,
You don't see the body.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much just said it's a torso with like one arm hanging off. Like that's all that is left, which is crazy. And Richard Dreyfuss's reaction of like fear and like shaking and like nervousness, he's really great in this movie for being like his pretty much debut in a movie for himself. He's really good in that scene. Yeah,
There's a
not only
scene.
does he have the knowledge, but he's like, if he's reacting this way, it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of like becomes the de facto like expert on the sharks, right? And like they could have easily made him this like really really nerdy guy to where he's like socially awkward, and it's like, yeah, he's a little bit out of his element because he's not a sailor per
He's
se.
a little eccentric. Yeah.
A little eccentric, but he still like holds his own, and like they didn't really typecast him. Like, and I like that.
Yeah.
There's like the moment after he inspects the shark, the tiger shark, where he goes over to Brody's house, right? He's bringing the bottles of wine.
I love this scene.
And I don't know if you noticed this, but he sits down, like he goes into the house with the intent to tell Brody about the shark, right?
Yeah.
Well, his wife sits down at the table next to him. And did you notice that he was kind of like waiting for her to leave because he didn't want to like, when you have bad news, you don't want to tell everybody. You want to control the valve where the bad news goes. So there was something in Richard Dreyfuss's eyes, his expression, where you could tell he's such a great actor. He's like kind of like looking back and forth, like, is she going to leave so I can tell you the bad news? And then you can tell he gets more impatient. And then when he realized that she's part of the discussion, Brody trusts his wife and she can handle it, then he just lets out the news that no, you still have a shark problem. And like the way that he acted that, again, in the same way that we don't see the shark, and it's a lot of the unseen that makes the quality of the film, it's the body language and the unspoken things that go on with the acting that like make it so good.
The wine.
Yeah. I mean, the reason that Brody's acting this way is because, so the locals caught the tiger shark, and he already has Hooper in his brain, like, I don't think this is it. And then the mom of the son comes up to him, and she's all in black, and she says like, wait a second, another person had been attacked by a shark. You knew we had a shark problem, and then you let us all come back, and now my son is dead. So he is just all torn up when Hooper comes over, and that's why he's chugging the wine. But I mean, Hooper, this is his opportunity. He's like, well, I was supposed to be leaving, but how do you feel about like cutting the belly open of that tiger shark, and I'll prove to you that there's nothing in there except for like little fish, right?
Yeah, he says like they have a slow digestive system, so anything you would have eaten in the past day or two would still be in there. So you can test to see if there's a child in there. Yeah.
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 And so they go to cut it open, and
it's just like
there's
fish
nothing in there but
heads. It's fish heads, a can, like a car like license, a car license plate is in there and shit. And so the Richard Dreyfuss character is pretty much like, yeah, this is what I thought. It came up the Gulf, because I think the license plate is from Louisiana, and he's like, it came up the Gulf and it's here now, but like that's all that's in here, so it's clearly not the shark that ate this child and definitely the
Yeah.
woman in the beginning.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then they decide to go out on a boat at night, which is just
Yeah.
a bad idea all the way around.
Yeah, he's like, we gotta go find it. Like he
We
said,
got to go
they
find it.
hunt at
Yeah.
night. Like it's probably within this radius. Like I have a boat with all these like gadgets on it. Like let's go find
Hmm.
it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they go out there, and while they're out there, they actually see like another local fisherman's boat, and it's been all banged up, like it's been
Hmm.
attacked by the shark.
Yeah.
And so Hooper decides to get in his scuba gear and go down there and like see what's going on.
Hmm.
And when he's down there, first he finds a tooth, and it is
Mm.
friggin' huge. And so
Yeah.
I think in that moment he's like, "This did not come from a tiger shark, right?"
Yeah.
He's like, great.
Thing's
And then when
huge.
he's yeah, and then when he's down there, he's like inspecting the boat, and he sees a dead guy. He sees like the fishermen, and they're dead.
Yeah. This is like a jump scare.
It's a good
Yeah.
jump
Yeah, it is a
scare.
jump scare.
Yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
camera's like going in on the hole on the bottom of the boat where the shark bit, and it's like holding on it, and then like this like decapitated head comes out like towards the
Yeah.
camera, and then he reacts and screams and everything. It's a good like jump scare, yeah, especially for the probably 70s.
Yeah.
People probably fainted in the theater. Yeah.
Probably. So they come up, and it's the next day, and now he's like, this is a great white. This is a great white shark. Like the bites are way bigger than a tiger shark. And the mayor still won't close the beach. He's just such a
He's
hate that
he's
guy.
pretty much like, well, do you have the tooth? And he's like, no, I
Yeah.
dropped it.
It's like,
And he's
where's the
like,
proof?
well,
Yeah.
like if I didn't see it, like I don't think
Yeah.
it happened. Then we need those summer dollars.
So I mean, I don't know why they feel like this is a good situation. So now they still have everyone on the beach, but yet there's like a million boats like looking, like waiting
Yeah,
for
pretty
the
much
shark to come.
pretty
And
much
like,
the mayor said we're not closing the beach, but you
yeah.
do whatever you have to do to make it
Right.
safe. So pretty much the chief was like, we're doing everything. We're getting boats,
Yeah.
we're getting people looking. There's like a buoy
They got
out there.
helicopters and
Yeah,
You
helicopter.
can't like go past this point. There's like everything they can do. So
Yeah.
but yeah, this
And
is
like
like this
his
is the
wife
4th of
is
July now, right?
there. This is what?
This is the 4th of
yeah,
July
it's the
now,
4th
right?
of July. Yeah.
So this is it. This is the big like party, and they show like this big cruise liner thing coming in with all these people, and they show like a montage of like the town. It's full now, and there's like thousands of people here to come to the beach. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, his wife is there. His two sons are there. And he actually tells his oldest son, like, hey, just swim in the pond. There's like a pond.
yeah. Take your boat.
Um, yeah, take your boat there with your friends. Like, don't swim in like the main open water. And he's like, oh,
Yeah.
the pond's for like old ladies. So what does he say?
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
then the mom's like, I've got the little one, which I was laughing hysterically because right after she says that, the little one goes like running off.
yeah. She didn't get him. Yeah, yeah.
No, this is
Yeah.
the 70s. They're not
Yeah, so,
watching
like,
their kids at all.
Yeah, so everybody's in the water now. Everybody's like
Yep.
splashing around, which they said like in the beginning, like the splashing attracts sharks because
Yeah.
they feel the vibrations and they want to come there. So now you're just like, wait, what's gonna happen here? So like all the boats are patrolling, they're kind of looking about stuff, and then you see in the background from one of the boats, you see a fin in the water. And you're
Yep.
like, oh shit, like nobody's recognizing it yet, nobody sees it yet. And then you cut to like this woman in the water, and like she's cutting on her face, and it cuts back, and you see like the fin, and she's just like, oh my god, shark, and then just panic ensues. Like
Yep.
people are pushing over kids on rafts, like it's just fend for yourself. Like kids don't even
Yeah.
matter.
People getting trampled.
Yeah.
People getting trampled, like people are like drowning on the shore because people are like stepping on them and shit.
I know.
It's fucking crazy. Like everybody's just trying to get out, and then it cuts to like the shark fin in the water, and then like the fin like flops over, and you see like it's like wood, and then these two like little scuba heads pop out, and they turn around. And it's like two little kids. Like God,
Yeah,
man, what were they
pulling a
like
prank.
10 and 8? Like
Yeah.
little kids, and then it cuts to one of the boats like with the gun barreling down on them, like about
Yeah.
to shoot them. I'm surprised they didn't shoot already, but whatever. And the littlest kid is like, he made me do it. He made me
Yeah.
do it. Which is like pretty funny though, but yeah.
The saddest part about this scene, though, is so the mayor, like everyone's on the beach, but no one is swimming in the very beginning of the scene. And the mayor goes up to like this really
Yeah.
old man, like he's old,
Right.
and is like, get in the water, like, go.
It was
Yeah.
one thing when the mayor was neutral, and like I even empathized because like I understand in California here we have beach communities, and yeah, like the beach aspect is important for the economy to like shut it down, especially if you rely on that. Like
Yeah.
a mayor has to think about everybody in the city, right? So I understand where he
Right.
was coming from. But the moment that everybody was on the beach, probably spending money, getting ice cream, like economy was flowing,
Mm-hmm.
and the town, at this point, you know that everyone knows that there was a shark
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
So like that's why people are still on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
But then for him to like spur on to be like get in the water, I'm like, oh dude, this now he's evil. He's crossed the line. He's
Yeah.
evil now.
Well,
Yeah.
and then it's crazy because when the whole like prank happens, the old man gets trampled like, really
he's,
bad.
he's the one that like drowns or has a heart attack. Probably he's on the shore.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
It's
like,
his
what
fault,
the
dude.
fuck? Oh man.
Yeah.
But while all this is happening, the real shark is there and it is actually heading into the pond, which
Yeah.
like none of them thought that that was going to happen because that's just not what they do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's of course where Brody's son is playing. And so the shark is in the pond, actually attacks a man. I assume he kills him. He like bites his
Oh,
leg off
100%.
and his
Oh, he's
leg.
gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is actually the first scene where you see the shark a little bit.
Yes.
So it's like the guy's in like a little pontoon boat and he's kind of like next to the kids and he's asking the kids like
Yeah.
whatever, do you guys need help or something like that, and you see the shark coming towards the boat and then it like pushes over the boat and then you get the top view of the guy like hanging onto the boat and you see the shark underneath the water, almost like the side of its head opening, and it is massive. It's pretty
Yeah.
much like bigger than this like buoy and rowboat, and you just see it start to clamp down and then it cuts to like the blood coming out of the water and the guy like screaming.
And
Yeah.
his leg sinking to
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
bottom, like his
leg
severed leg.
sinking, which is a cool touch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean,
yeah.
Michael, that's Brody's son, is like right there. And he is just, he's in shock. So
Yeah.
he like just is frozen in
Yeah.
place and then eventually like passes out. And they do pull him out and he survives. But I mean, he's got to go to the hospital. He's like in
Yeah.
full shock.
Mhm.
So after this happens, the mayor finally like reluctantly agrees that we're going to pay the 10,000 for Quint
Yeah.
to go out and hunt and kill this thing because
Yeah.
this is like a huge problem now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And this is like why I love this movie because now you got Quint and Brody and
Yeah,
Hooper
the guys
and the three
together.
men
Mhm.
decide to go out on the Orca, the boat.
Mhm.
And this is their mission, which good for Brody because he's like afraid of the water and this is so
Yeah.
not his thing.
He has
But
to do it. Mhm.
the three of them go out there and then he sticks Brody on like the chum line, which is like him putting like
Yeah.
the fish guts in the water.
Yeah,
Like the
They-
character
bitch
dynamic
work,
between these guys between
Quint
these three is
and
great,
Hooper?
but like specifically Quentin Hooper,
yeah,
it's just
they're
like
complete like opposites. Yeah,
yeah, it's so
Yeah.
iconic. It's like obvious right off the bat. It's like experience against education, hunter against scientist. And like they have like
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
own opinion from different sides, and the banter just plays off so well.
yeah. He just keeps calling him like college boy and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and you know,
Yeah.
he's like, show me your hands, and he's like, these are like baby hands. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
they've
these are,
never
like,
touched
city
anything. They've never done
hands.
any work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's like
He's-
neither of them has the upper hand. I feel like
No.
neither one is entirely right or wrong, you know, at any point. Like they both have like their own qualifications to be there doing what they're doing.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
even Hooper says stuff like, "Oh, I've seamaned on these ships and stuff. I've been on these ships. Like I'm not just like an education person. I don't like just view things. Like I go on the boats. I do this." So he has experience too.
Yeah.
There was a funny moment where Quentin he like throws a rope to Hooper and he's like wrap me a sheep head knot or something like some
Yeah.
kind of like nautical knot, and then he like actually does it. He tosses it back, but like he doesn't even like look to
doesn't
see if
look
it was
at it.
right. He
He's
just
like,
kind of tosses it away.
He's like, I don't give a shit. Yeah, they have a great
so
great
brilliant.
dynamic. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really
pretty
cool
fun.
too because like it sets them up being so against each other and different in opposing views that when that scene comes, we're gonna get to it when they're like coming together and talking about their past.
Yeah.
It makes it more like hit harder because where they
Yes.
started. So it's really good. It's really good setup. Yeah.
Shark.
Yeah.
And then now we like really see it.
This is the first like big
And this
big
is the
view.
famous line. This is the famous line where he says, "You're gonna need a bigger boat." Like that, and he just
Yeah.
knows. He's like, "That shark is gonna take down the orca. Like we
It's
are
such a
no
good
match
view.
for the shark."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw too on the not DVD, the VHS like commentary that like that wasn't in the script either. He just like said that as an improv.
Oh dang!
Which is pretty
Nice.
cool. Yeah.
That's pretty
So it's all on
badass.
him, you know? Yeah.
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 So they see it and they harpoon it with a line that's attached to like a flotation barrel, but the shark is able to pull the flotation underwater
Mm-hmm.
and just like disappears. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it didn't really work, but
Yeah.
so now it's like night, and this is the scene you were talking about. They're
Mm-hmm.
like drinking, and then the two men, Quentin Hooper, they're comparing like all their injuries and their lines of
Which
work,
it's
right?
funny because like we've seen this in so many movies after this,
Yeah,
like the look at my scar and look at your scar. It's became a trope now to do in
yeah.
like macho movies where they like compare scars, but I'm pretty sure it started with this. This is the first one to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then Quinn tells a story about
Mm-hmm.
how during World War II, he like survived the sinking of the USS Indianapolis. And
Mm-hmm.
there was 1,100 men that went into the water, but sharks attacked them and only like 316 men made it out. So
It
he's got like
yeah.
quite the
Mm-hmm.
backstory of surviving brutal shark attacks in a very
It's
traumatic
also
way.
just like such a great monologue for the
Yeah.
movie. I mean, it easily has to be a top five monologue in cinema of all time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I
his
agree.
delivery, his like the way he speaks, like very slowly and like articulate, and just
Hmm.
the way he's looking, the things he's saying. It's like it's great. I mean, the acting in this scene is like so perfect,
The
so
way that it's
great.
shot too, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but as like the entire time that he's telling the story, Hooper is also in frame on the right side, but like in the back, a little bit out of focus. And I feel like, and they lingered on these two. And
Hmm.
I was thinking, if you were only to look at Quint, just telling the story, just his face, I
Hmm.
feel like you would lose something there. But the fact that you get to see Hooper, who was like butting heads with him, right?
Yeah,
He's like watching, listening, reacting. He has like the utmost respect
yeah,
for this because
Yeah.
he knows the backstory. And it's like you're not focusing on him, but by feeling him and seeing him like out of focus in the back, he kind of teaches us how to react to the story because
Hmm.
he's quiet, he doesn't
yeah.
interrupt, and he's almost got like his jaw, no pun intended, kind of hanging down. And like I don't know, I don't know, I felt like I was part of that moment.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
It was a
cool.
Incredible.
deep scene.
It is. I really like
Yeah.
that line where he talks about like the eyes, and he's like, the eyes are like
They're
black,
black,
like doll's
lifeless.
eyes, like
Yeah.
lifeless
Yeah.
eyes, and it's like I really like that like wording, yeah,
Yeah.
which is really cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
hmm it's a good
Oof.
monologue.
Yeah.
It's great. Hmm.
But during the monologue, Shark comes back. Like
Hmm.
he's not sleeping and he
Yeah.
starts damaging their boat and like busting it up. And
Hmm.
so they're trying to take it down again. I mean, they're finally using guns, I think. I think they've got like a shotgun or something. Someone's like shooting at it, I
Well, I
think.
know Brody has like a handgun. He's shooting a handgun
Or
at
maybe a
it. You
handgun.
know,
Yeah.
I know that.
And so but they harpoon it again to another barrel. So now
Hmm.
it's attached to two of them
Hmm.
and it still is able to pull them down
Hmm.
and not keep them up above water, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
I think this is the part where like this is the part where they get the actual ropes and they attach it to the back of the boat. Like each line is attached to the back of the boat,
It's yeah, this is basically the part. I mean, Brody
right?
tries to call out to the
Oh.
Coast Guard at this point,
Hmm.
and Quint like damages the radio and is like, "No,
I still
I'm
don't know why
this
he
is
did it. It's
my
just he wants the catch.
he wants it."
He wants to
Yeah.
win.
I
Mm.
feel like at this point, and this is again part of the brilliance of his character. He comes in with such confidence, such
Mm.
bravado. He's
Yeah.
done everything. He's the badass.
Mm.
Like you slowly start to see his confidence shake the more that
Mm.
this shark is like showing him up. And I think at this point, he's so. This is the thing where like we've talked about this in many movies where a character's best trait is also their biggest downfall. And his best trait is his confidence. He can do
Yeah.
anything. And he does this thing where he's barking out orders. He doesn't even have to look at people. He just starts
Yeah, I
talking and
know.
people do things around him. And
Mostly
like,
Hooper, yeah.
yeah, mostly Hooper.
Hooper, turn
And
to the
then
left. Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is one of those things where he just thought that they could steamroll this shark. And the
Hmm.
fact that it's not happening, I think he's pissed and his ego is hurt.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
like, no one's getting the shark. He's willing to die on this ocean. So he's like, nah, we're smashing this radio. And I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It's just, it really is on brand with his character.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
But
think
then
I
this
think he.
takes us to
I was gonna
what
say.
you were saying, Rob. Like they do it again to the
Hmm.
third barrel, but the
Hmm.
line was like attached to the boat and like
Hmm.
pulling it under.
Yeah, it's
Is that
pretty
what
much
you
like
were talking about?
it's like pulling it backwards, like literally pulling the boat
Yeah.
backwards, and like the
Yeah.
waves are like hitting them, and they're trying to like get the ropes off. It just puts into perspective like how strong and big this thing is that can pull
Yes.
this. It's not a small boat; it's a pretty big boat that can just
Yeah.
pull it, you know. And we've also had a couple scenes now. We saw, like I said, we saw the one where it comes out of the water beside Brody, which is famous because you finally get a big head reveal. But
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
beyond that, you've seen the ones now where it's swimming beside the boat, and just you see the length finally. Like the
Mm-hmm.
length and the size of this thing is literally like almost as big as the boat. It's so big. And
Yeah.
that's when they have like that famous line where he's like, you know, it's an 18 footer, and he's like, that's a 25 footer. It's like,
Yeah.
holy crap. It's like so massive. Yeah. And also we
Yeah.
have to say up to this point, just the practical effects. Like the shark, I mean, this movie holds up so well because it's practical. It looks legit. It looks real. Like when it comes
Mm-hmm.
out that first time, it looks like a real shark to me. And you're
Yeah.
talking, it's been 50 years and it still looks great because it's
Yeah.
practical. It's real. It's like a textile material they used in a robot and this and that. And it's like, if it was CG like that long ago, it looked like shit nowadays.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like
Yeah.
2 and 3 probably aren't great because they use CG and it's just not going to hold up over time. But in this one, it just looks so great. It looks real in every
Yeah.
scene. It's so perfect.
Even in the high def, you would imagine that a movie made 50 years ago would get exposed. Like you would almost see the animatronics. But I
Yeah,
mean, I had this on my like 60-inch flat panel high def, and it looks like a real shark.
it just looks so great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, but I mean, this is basically getting to the end, right? So I mean, it's full chaos. The boat is like sinking now. It's
Right.
had so much damage, and the engine is out. And so all the
yeah.
water coming in like made the engine conk out. And so they're running out of options, and they're losing. They're losing against the shark. And so Hooper decides, okay, I'm going to go into this cage, the one that they kind of laughed at. Clint kind of laughed at the beginning, like, that's going to be no match for that great white, but they're out of options. And what he's going to do is he's going to lethally inject him with something.
Yeah.
And so he attaches it on the end of like I mean,
It's like a
what's that?
spear, I guess. Or
Like a
something, or
spear,
It's like a fishing
yeah.
spear,
gun.
yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. And so he goes down there, and of course, here comes, I feel like we need a name for this shark. What do we
Sharky.
name? Call him Bruce,
Wait,
right?
well, yeah, his name is Bruce, right? That's what they
His name
named
is
him
Bruce.
during the production.
Oh,
was they
did they
named him
really?
Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name was Bruce.
Is that how they
during
came up with
production.
the shark name in Finding Nemo? Because it wasn't his name Bruce?
Yeah, his name was
Yeah.
Bruce. That's definitely an
Yeah.
homage to Jaws.
Hi,
Okay.
Bruce. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
He
feels
looks
weird.
like
I
a
keep saying
Bruce.
the
I
shark.
get it.
Yeah, people for the longest time were like calling him Jaws, like his name is Jaws, and like no, his
No.
like
I
he
like
doesn't really have
Toothy.
a name, but like during production they named the animatronic Bruce. Yeah,
I love it.
Have you guys seen did you ever go to Universal Studios when they had the Jaws
yeah.
ride?
I think they still have it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't they still have it? I'm pretty.
Do they
sure.
still have it?
man.
I'm pretty sure that's one they'll
okay.
never take out. Yeah,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, they
it's
probably
cool.
do.
Yeah, it's cool still.
Yeah, so Bruce is bumping at the cage. He's going for Hooper. He's breaking it apart, trying to get to him. And so, of course,
Wait,
he
it's-
fucking drops the spear.
I have to say though, it's really funny. So like on the behind the scenes like VHS thing I watched, like how they did this sequence with like him in like the cage is like really funny. So like it's 3 different like set pieces they use. One is actually like a scuba diver in the actual cage. They used that. The second one they used is, of course, the animatronic like attacking the cage to get that big shot of him going in. But the third one they used is to create a scale because there's actually clips in it. I don't know if you guys noticed if it's a real shark attacking. You could kind of tell the difference if it's a real shark.
Oh, the way that it moved.
The way
Oh,
that it's
yeah.
moved, and so like there's the scene where like the cage and like the shark is like trapped on top of the cage, and it's
Yeah.
like trying to get out. That's really happened on accident while filming, and they decided to use it because they liked the way it kind of moved around. But there's also like a couple shots of a tiny person inside a small cage to give a real shark more big perspective to make it look bigger. So
Oh,
like
wow.
they had like a little person inside like maybe a 4-foot cage
Oh, that's
in
clever.
the water with like just a big great white, but just for perspective. So they're intercutting 4 different types of things within this sequence.
Dang.
It's really
Jeez.
interesting. It was really interesting the way they
I
did
feel like I need to
'Cause-
rewatch that scene now. I want
Yeah,
to
me
see,
too.
let's see
it all looks seamless when you watch it in the movie.
It does.
Like you can't
Yeah.
tell at all. So it's a
Totally.
really great job. It's a really great job in the sequence and super
Dang.
horrifying. to be
Yeah.
like thinking about being trapped in the cage. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing also that the shark that's attacking you is smart as fuck. It
I
like swam off
know.
into the depths, and then so
Hmm.
he had no idea where it was, and then it flanked him and then came in from
Hmm.
the back. And so it's like
Yeah.
not only is this thing got like instincts, it's almost like kind of intelligent, right? Isn't
Yeah.
that what they're sort of
That's
figuring
what they're
out at
kind
this
of figuring
point?
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
I
he
mean,
dropped it.
the
Hmm.
he's basically about to eat him, but luckily Hooper escapes and just kind of like swims
Like
down to
hides.
hide.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hides behind some coral or something.
Hmm.
And so now we're back to the boat situation, and they pull the cage back up, and it's all mangled, and there's no sign of
Hmm.
Hooper, so they just assume Hooper got eaten.
Yeah. Hmm.
And so the shark is like coming up on the boat now. I mean, the boat is like sinking,
Yeah.
and the shark's
The
coming up
yeah, the back end of the bow is pretty much like in the water more or
in the
less.
water. Yeah.
But still, like the shark literally like jumps onto the back of the boat. There's one shot of it like in
Yeah,
the
he's like
air.
up
It's
there.
pretty crazy
Yeah,
to think.
he's up there.
It's just crazy to think they did that with the animatronic that big to get that shot. And I know it was like a really hard shoot, and the animatronic like never worked properly, but they got like just enough shots of
Yeah.
it working to like make the movie.
Yeah.
But I
And
think
you know how hard it is to do things on the water compared to
yeah.
land? Oh my
Hmm.
Oh
God.
yeah, it must have been
Yeah.
impossible.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I think they said in there that they specifically chose where they shot it. I forget where it was
Oh,
where
they're
they
at
shot
Martha's
it.
Vineyard,
Yeah,
I
they said
think.
because it
Oh.
had like a shallower bottom to like
Hmm.
a deeper area. So what they were able to do is like on the bottom is like just a big railing of metal, so they could put the animatronic there and like move it around with it being like not visible to the viewer.
You can't
It was
even
really
tell it. It
interesting.
Oh,
looks like they're in the middle of like
Yeah,
open ocean,
exactly.
yeah.
miles out.
It's just
Jesus.
really crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy to think like it worked. Like even they talk about it in like the commentary of being like this movie sounds like it's never going to work. Like how are we ever going to do this? And they pulled it off. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it jumps on the back of the
Jumps
boat.
on the boat, and then this
Yeah.
is like the craziest,
Hmm.
probably most gruesome scene of the movie is we
Yeah.
watch the shark eat Quint. It's
Yeah.
just,
Hmm.
it's brutal, man. Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
just so sad because it's like at
Hmm.
this point they're like, oh,
Yeah, he was an asshole, but you cared about him, you know?
I know. But
Right.
it's like some Final Destination shit. Like he already survived this once, and it's too bad that it like
Yeah.
came back for him in
Hmm.
the end.
Yeah, because he's like the boat is like tipping, so he's like sliding towards the mouth, chomping. Literally can't do
Yeah.
anything. He's trying to kick his feet to like try to like almost put his foot against the mouth so he doesn't go into it, but
Yeah.
it gets
You know
him.
what's weird is like this could be just a weird take on it, but when he like slid toward obviously he doesn't want to get eaten by the shark,
Right.
but he had this weird expression on his face for like a split second to where it looked like he was resigning himself to this like
Hmm.
inevitable death.
Mm,
Almost like he thought, okay, I deserve this, but I should have died in that ocean many years ago with
Hmm.
my compatriot, my
Hmm.
buddies, my war
Yeah.
buddies. Because
yeah.
there was something on his face like he didn't it didn't look like he was fighting too hard, although I don't know how hard you can on the tilt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't want
Yeah.
to get eaten by a shark, but there was something there to where it was almost like I'm ready to die out here. But
Yeah.
I mean, his screams tell different though. His screams are
yeah,
like
that's true.
brutal screams. Like it's just chomping on his midsection. He's like
Oh,
screaming and
yeah.
yelling,
Yeah.
and
Got
then it
blood
like
coming out of his
yeah,
mouth
then the
and
blood's coming out
yeah.
of his mouth, and then you just see like the whole head of the shark like retreating into the water and pulling him like in its mouth with him. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, it's fucking
Ugh,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Quint's a goner. Hooper's still hiding. And so now it's just Brody. And I mean, at this point, the boat is pretty much all the
Yeah,
way
it's just sinking now.
sunken in.
Hmm.
Yeah. And so, and I gotta say, like, we've talked about it's been harpooned, it's been shot at. Like, this shark will not die, right? I
Yeah.
mean, he's like
Hmm.
stabbing it every time it swims
Yeah.
by him. He's like
Right.
stabbing it.
Hmm.
And so he climbs up on the top of the boat like the crow's nest, right? Because that's all that's like left out of the
Well,
water.
Well, you have to
Hmm.
say first, so like when the boat is sinking, the shark comes barreling through the side of the window trying to
Yeah.
get
Oh,
Brody. And
yeah.
Brody's like, oh shit, that's when he's like stabbing it, I think, with a knife or something like
Yes.
that. And he sees the air tank, which in the beginning, Hooper said something like, like the air tank fell over because he didn't tie a knot correctly, and he tells the sheriff like, "Hey, be careful with this. This is compressed air, it can explode." So it's kind of
Yeah.
setting this up. So like when the shark comes in and it's like trying to chomp him, he sees it and he grabs it and just like chucks it in the shark's
Chucks
mouth.
it in his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then the shark goes
Yeah.
back out. Yeah.
Yeah, shark's back out. He's up on the crow's nest, and now he's like, okay, he's got this like pressurized scuba tank in his mouth, and so he's shooting at him, like trying to blow it up. And then another, I feel like this is another like famous line. He's like shooting at him with the rifle, and he's like, "Smile, you son of a bitch!" And then
Yeah.
boom,
Yeah.
gets
Comes up.
it, and it just blows Brucey up
It's-
into bits and pieces.
It's a huge explosion too. Like
Yeah.
it's like like huge, and like it's an
Yeah.
explosion, but it's like the explosion itself is like red. So it's just like blood and red everywhere. Like I would have loved to see like how they did that actual like explosion. Did they use like dynamite back in the day? Like what did they actually use to do that?
I don't know.
You know, it's pretty crazy. It's really cool. Yeah.
They took him down. Brody did it, and then Hooper comes back up, and the two men just swim back to shore. I guess they're on like a
Little
flank,
barrel
and
things.
it's got the barrels. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's how the movie ends. Just they did it.
Yeah. They killed the shark, man. They killed it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very iconic.
It is. It's like I said, I'm so surprised that it holds up so well. You know, and it's just like
Yeah.
and it's just like you said, Greg, it's just like almost like, you know, teaching you cinema and like how to shoot things,
Yeah.
and it's just like it's like a master class. And it's just crazy because Spielberg was so young in this movie, so young as a director. This was like literally like his second or third like movie he did, and this and that, and it's just like wow, like it's crazy to think like he did this, you know.
Yeah.
I think people also assume that filmmaking is like technology in the sense that it's always standing on the shoulders of giants and always getting better and always getting better. And so like I think people often like disregard movies that were made in the 50s, 60s, 70s because they go, that was old, that was back then. Look at what we have now. And it's like, no, you can't replace like good filmmaking. It doesn't just progressively get better. We have such shitty movies nowadays that like Jaws will beat so many of those in terms of quality.
Yeah. Yeah, and it did say too in the special features. I keep talking about this. Oh my god.
Oh, no, I'm glad though. You've got
I know.
good
It
facts.
did talk about in the original book, which I kind of want to read now. The original book, of course, it doesn't get blown up in the book. That was something they made for the ending because they wanted it more dramatic. The original ending for the book is that it gets tied to all the buoys, and the buoys get like shot and get filled with water, and the buoys sink to the bottom, so it just holds the shark to the bottom. It can't come up.
Oh,
So it's almost like
okay.
that makes the shark drowned, I guess, or something like that. It gets sunk to the bottom. I don't know. That means
Yeah.
it drowns. I mean, it can't drown.
It would starve.
It would
It'll
just
just starve,
Yeah, it would
yeah.
just starve to death. I guess that's how the original
Right.
ending of the book ends.
Wow.
dang.
Which I guess I do kind of want to read the book now, so it might be one of my next ones I try to read. And I think
Yeah.
I don't think it's that big. I think it's like kind of small too, so might be able to get it done quickly.
And I mean, it's hard for me to say this because I did watch this when I was younger, but I do feel like we've often talked about like, okay, movies that come out around this time, like in the 70s. I think we even talked about this with The Exorcist. Like, if you watched it now, well, I think one of you watched it for the first time when we reviewed The Exorcist, right? I think it was Greg, right? You hadn't seen it before, and that was like your first
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
And so we were all like talking about how then you watch it and you're like, that wasn't so bad. Like, why is everyone saying this
Yeah.
movie's like so brilliant? And I feel like we talk about that a lot with older movies, but I do feel like with Jaws, if I made someone watch it for the first time in 2026, I don't think it's that cheesy. I get it's cheesy, but
Yeah, no.
like you said, like it holds up.
It does hold up really well. It's just like, you know, we're just desensitized now. We've seen so many
Yeah.
grosser, crazier things, and you know what I mean? So like we are desensitized. So like it's never gonna hit anybody now for the first time than it would hit somebody back in the day. But that doesn't take anything away from it holding up. It's still a
Yeah.
great fucking movie, and it looks great, and
Yeah.
yeah.
At the bare minimum, it's just so much fun. Like I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
think
feel
it's a
like
fun movie.
by the end, you genuinely feel like you've survived something
Yes.
alongside these men. And it's not just because the shark was like realistic, which it absolutely was, but it's like their journey, like the whole second half of the movie was like that was the realistic part. and you like grew with them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was exhausted when they were swimming back to shore on those barrels.
Hmm.
I felt exhausted. I was like, yeah, like I got to swim back too. I'm tired.
You're taking a deep breath.
Yeah. Yeah, they do have a lot of like moments in this movie where like every time they get the buoy on it and then the shark is like going out the buoy, the music changes to like an upbeat
Yeah.
like Indiana Jones like
Yeah.
on a
Yeah.
quest
Dun dun dun
music, and
dun.
it's
Yeah.
fun. It's like fun. You're like, yeah, we're gonna get it. So as much as like this movie is like horrifying and like fucked up, there's like funny moments. There's like come music that lightens it. So you are like on it's a fun ride, you know?
Yeah.
But it's never like a cheesy.
No.
It's never like okay when there's the jokes are great.
Hmm.
There's a moment where they're at the dinner table and he's a little bit embarrassed that he's afraid of the water, right? And his wife is like saying to Hooper that he doesn't like to go swimming,
Hmm.
and she's like, "Isn't there a term for that?" And then he was like, "Drowning."
Yeah, that's a funny one.
And I was
Yeah.
like, he has these lines where it's like he's a serious guy, he's driven. So then, but like when they add in the humor, it doesn't feel like slapstick. It's not
Yeah.
like, hey,
Yeah.
this is just to make it funny. It's almost like it flows
Yeah.
with like the vibe of the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Well, good acting.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Especially for like some young actors. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Totally.
It's great. Hmm.
All right. Well, what should we rate this?
Ooh, man. I don't know.
One to five, what?
How many shark teeth? I don't know.
Hmm.
Got anything better than that?
How many pretzels? Remember that line when he was like,
Pretzels.
but
Yeah, you want a pretzel?
that was a funny line where I think it was Brody. He was
was
talking
Brody.
about like how
Yeah.
many. He was like, when I was a sheriff in New York, we had like our crime rate was really low, and like basically Hooper didn't care. He was like, yeah, whatever you want, a pretzel.
Yeah.
It's like you're in my
That's
town
funny.
now. Like yeah, it was
Yeah.
just really funny.
Yeah, whatever you guys want. Whatever you want, Laura. It's up to you. What do you want?
I don't know. How many Bruce's pretzels?
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know.
Let's do how many Bruces. How many Bruces? All right. All right.
Okay.
This is
So 1 to 5. How many Bruces? I mean, I feel like we're all going to be very high on this movie. I'm going to be shocked if we don't all say perfect. But let's see. Do you want me to start, Laura? You want me to start?
Oh, wow. Well, you just gave it away. So now I'm going to make you go
Well,
last.
I said I don't know. Like I don't know. Mhm.
Greg, why don't you go first?
Okay, go.
What a punishment.
okay. All right. I honestly like yeah. It's to me it's basically a perfect movie, especially a perfect horror.
Yeah.
Like the thing is there are certain horror movies out there where it's basically like perfect, but I don't necessarily want to watch it over and over again, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Mm.
Yeah.
and sometimes Shining falls in that category for me, to where it's like it's a perfect movie, but I don't always want to watch it. So it's like I'd give this one like a 4.75 just because I hate sharks. It like freaks
Wow.
me out,
Mm.
but like oh my God,
Mm.
storytelling genius. Like
Hmm.
one thing I forgot to mention in the beginning of the movie was the whole town finds out about the shark attack almost right away. And I feel like if you were to make a movie, a modern shark movie, or they would milk that moment in the entire movie. They wouldn't
Mm.
let people know that there was a shark attack. They would make the people not believe Brody for the longest time, right? But like I feel like in a lot of ways that's lazy writing. But by making everyone aware that there's a shark and then spending the rest of the movie getting people out of that problem, it's great writing.
Mm.
I just like the
Yeah.
whole way I was just so appreciative of the entire thing. I mean, like Bruce basically to me, he gets scarier not because like we see more or because he gets bigger, but I feel like he gets scarier because Quint starts to get worried.
Mm.
Like Quint becomes like the measuring stick. Because you see him with all like the shark jaws, like of different sizes
Hmm.
in his cabin. Sure, like this dude is like the shark hunter. Like he sets the bar. The moment that he starts to like break down, it makes Bruce scarier. And it's such great storytelling.
Yeah.
It's basically a
Yeah.
perfect movie.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm right with you. I'm giving it a 4.75
Whoa,
too.
man. Hmm.
I mean, I think Rob's so mad. I knew that's
You
why I
guys
wanted
are,
to save
you
you
guys
for
are
last.
shocking me. I get Greg's thing. Greg is like, I'm not giving it perfect because I don't want to fucking give a shark an extra point. But You know? Wow, I'm
The
surprised.
problem
Laura.
is that you know my perfect movies, and like I'm gonna choose those over this one. So I have to
That's
give this
fair.
one, you know, the way
Interesting.
I scale
Yeah,
things.
your
So
ranking is very odd. Yeah.
it is. It's
It has to be like one can't be above another. It's like, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I know, and I compare stuff. I
You
know. No,
do,
but
yeah.
I agree with everything. I just feel like, and like the score, it is so incredible, and on top of the storytelling, the directing, like
Hmm.
Spielberg knocked it out of the park with
Yeah.
this. So
Mhm.
just so good. And the whole like less is more thing with the shark.
Yeah.
Just I don't know that they did that on purpose because it sounds like they had a lot of issues with
Yeah. I
the
think they kind of
like
had to do it. So
animatronics,
it kind of
but
worked out
Yeah.
in their
yeah,
favor.
totally.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be the different one. To me, perfect. Five
Nice.
Bruce's,
Man.
Bruce I, whatever you want to call it.
5 for the 50th
It's
anniversary.
just perfect. Like I can't find one fault in this. Like there's
Yeah.
not one thing I can point to be like, I wish they did this different. Nothing. It's just perfect. It's a perfect horror movie. I would say it's a perfect movie. You know what I mean? It's just so
Dang.
great. Such a great movie. Yeah,
I
I
don't
really,
feel
really
like
like it.
you've talked anything up the way you're talking this up. I'm trying to remember what other do you remember like the other movies you gave a perfect five to?
I don't know. I mean, Malignant, I think I gave a
Smile too.
perfect. Smile 2 is perfect to me. Like, I'm
I
not
don't
like
think
you,
you gave
Laura.
that a
I don't
five.
be like, I can't put one above the other. So everything has to be 4.9s because this is the 5. Like, I just do multiple 5s if I love it. Like I said, if I can't find a fault in it, something that I would personally maybe change, then how can it not be perfect to me? You know, it's
Yeah.
perfect. It's a 5. Yeah.
All right.
There you go,
I
Laura.
just
Perfect.
noticed, like right behind you, Rob, the Jaws logo, the J kind of looks like a fishing hook.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. There
very
you go.
cool.
Love it.
Yeah. 5. Perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Perfect from Rob.
Let us know. Yeah.
I can't
Let
agree,
us,
I can't disagree with that.
yeah, let us know in
Yeah.
the comments. You know, if you want to shoot us an email, hit me up on socials. Do you think this is perfect? Is this a perfect movie to you, 5, or are you like Laura? You know, not wanting to give it that perfect rating. So, yeah,
Like, Rob is always attacking me.
attacking me like a shark. I'm like a big
I know.
shark. You know, yeah,
I'm
I
glad I
mean,
watched this though.
475 is basically me saying this is like
I know,
a perfect
basically,
movie,
but
you
it's
know.
not. So, yeah.
I haven't watched this
It's so
movie since
angry.
I think I was a kid when it like scarred me. And
Wow.
my memory of it was like it's just a normal movie. It was very plain. Like I'm happy I watched it with you guys this
Yeah.
time because I have such an appreciation for it now. And I'm like, this is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Well,
you go,
thank you
man.
to the people that voted in our
Yeah.
poll.
Good
Definitely,
call,
definitely, yeah.
listeners.
Yeah. All
There you
right.
go.
Well, let's wrap it up. So, subscribe, rate, review our podcast everywhere you listen. Follow and contact us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Conjecturing Pod. And let us know what movies to do next because I think we're onto something with this poll. I love it.
Jaws
Okay.
2 and Jaws 3.
No.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
wait, no, not that, not that. And follow Rob. Follow Angry Rob. He's really angry at me right now, but he is famous, so
Angry.
check
Follow
him out.
angry, offensive Rob.
I'm only angry with Laura, so everybody else is I'm happy with. So yeah, follow me on socials at the RL Rights, Twitter, Blue Sky, everywhere out there, posting memes, stupid things. I think actually I talked about the VHS so much in this movie, the double VHS. I think our next giveaway, which we do on socials, is gonna be I'll give away the double VHS. It's really fucking cool. It's a cool anniversary edition. So follow me. Make sure you follow
That's
me so you
awesome.
can enter. So
And
Can
Rob
I
didn't
win?
say this, but
Can I enter and win?
he's gonna give away a VCR too because no one's gonna be able to play it. So you got to give the VCR too.
I might have to do that. I found one for Greg, so I might be able to
Yeah,
find
you
one
did
for somebody
find one
else.
for me.
Yeah, I'm like the VCR whisperer now, I guess. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, until next time, remember horror is subjective, so conjecture away. See ya. Don't go
See
in the
ya, everybody.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.